on Viewer Television. I am Uchenna Eze. Also with me in the studio is Isaac. He'll be analyzing the show with me. Isaac, you're welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure, Uche.
Okay, how are you enjoying the UEFA Nations League with the whole surprises coming out of it?
Yeah, it has been an interesting outing from the boys, away from their league and everything. So it's fine. Well, okay.
All right, we'll be starting with England's relegation. The Three Lions of England have been relegated to the UEFA Nations League B after suffering a 1-0 defeat to Italy at the San Siro in the Nations League. Now, prior to the game, the Three Lions needed to at least avoid defeat in Milan to stand a chance of taking their fate into the final match in Group A3 against Germany on Monday. Now, the Italians almost took on early lead in the 8th minute, but Federico Di Marco's cross was headed onto the bar by Gianluca Scamacca, with Nick Pope getting the faintest of touches on the ball to help it onto the woodwork. Now, despite what was at stake, the game struggled to get into life following that early Italy chance, as both sides were unable to create many more clear opportunities in the first half. The Azzurri finally broke the deadlock in the 68th minute as Giacomo Raspadori fired in a brilliant, powerful strike into the far corner from inside the penalty area. Italy almost doubled their lead with 6 minutes remaining, but Di Marco's shot towards the far post came back off the upright. Now, Roberto Mancini's side held on to inflict England's third defeat in 5 international matches. Three Lions have now lost 3 of their last 5 international matches and have not scored a goal in over 452 minutes of open play in what is their worst run of form in 8 years. What does Nations League relegation mean for England now? 16 teams in Leagues A, B, and C were drawn into 4 groups of 4 for the league phase. The 7 remaining teams in League D were split into 2 groups, with one having 4 teams and the other containing 3. The winners of the 4 groups in League A progressed to the finals and knockout stages of the competition in June 2023. The winners from the other 3 leagues got promoted for the 2024-2025 competition. Now, teams who finished bottom of their group in Leagues A and B got relegated, while teams who end up in 4th spot in Group C take part in playouts in March 2024. The 2 teams who lost those matches move into League D. What is England's situation at this point? Now, England have finished the bottom of League A Group 3 with a game to spare at the following result. Now, Hungary won England 1-0. Germany drew with England. Now, England with Italy, they drew 0-0. And then England with Hungary, Hungary won them 4-0. And then England with Italy, Italy won 1-0. Now, this means that England will play in the 2nd tier, that is the League B, for the 2024-2025 UEFA Nations League, which takes place between September 2024 and June 2025. Now, most immediately, England will not compete in the finals in June 2023, nor will they be able to compete for the Nations League title in 2024-2025, because only teams in League A can battle for the trophy. Now, promotion from League B will be England's aim at the next tournament, but instead of tests against the likes of Spain, Belgium and Denmark, as they prepare for World Cup and European Championship campaigns, they could face a far lower ranked sides like Georgia or Albania. Now, relegation is said to have major implication on England's seeding on qualifying for Euro 2024, with the draw taking place on October 9. Isaac, this is one of the most shocking moments in football, if you ask me. Not because such things can't happen in football, but because of what the England team is made of. Now, this is a team that has Harry Kane, a team that has Reece James, a team that has Trent Alexander-Arnold, a team that has Sterling, and the rest of other super players. I mean, this is really a surprise to me. So what do you think went wrong with the team?
Yeah, I would describe England's performance and outing in the UEFA Nations League as embarrassment of riches.
Okay.
These people with these calibers of
players, yeah,
going to the UEFA Nations League to fumble, finishing at the bottom of the
and being relegated
of the table, it's something to
worry about. Yeah.
So I think it's a high time the England management showed Southgate the door.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Okay. Of course.
Okay.
It's a lack of tactical approach on his part.
Yes, yes.
He feels people that are not maybe out of position. With, you can imagine what England have. England can boast of 3 players playing in the same position.
Yes.
And all these players are good people. They are good players, good on the pitch, good on the ball. And
you're right.
having Southgate fielding them, you can see the last encounter with the Italians.
Yeah, Italians, yeah.
Yeah, you see people being played out of position.
Out of form, yeah.
Yeah, you see the likes of Foden having ball cutting across pitch instead of approaching the attacking line.
Yeah.
So you see the likes of Reece James, who is supposed to even pushing the attack.
The balls, yeah.
Yeah, is coming back, falling back. The Italians really dealt with them. So I think it's a turmoil for the Italians and a kind of something to worry about on the part of the England squad.
Yeah, you are really right on this, because a lot of people are really, a lot of England fans and lovers have really come up to criticize Southgate with his positions, with the whole thing he's been doing, how he's been playing the different players, just like you said, in different positions of which they're not even supposed to go close to, And well, I really think at this point the England management team should really look into the coach's tactics, like you said, because I really don't think he's getting it at this point. And if he continues in this manner, we are going into the World Cup very soon, and if he continues with this way, I don't think England will make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, you can see the likes of Chilwell not having even a minute out of the group.
Chilwell that can control, but everybody knows.
England had played 5 matches without giving Chilwell
an
minute.
Opportunity. Wow.
So you can see if Chilwell on the ball, you know what it means.
Yes.
When he plays for Chelsea, you see his control, his ability, his attacking instinct and other things. So it's something to worry about. So you can see the last formation that led to the defeat to Italy. He wants to use back 3. The back 3 he used, there's no left wing, someone to play from the left. And his choice of having Maguire, who is out of form on the defense. So it's something to worry about. Southgate really needs to be shown the
SD door. Okay, I think it hasn't really gotten to that, but then Southgate needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs to draw people that are due for dropping. Like the Maguire you mentioned, we all know that Maguire has been out of form for some seasons now. I see no reason why any serious team will play Maguire. Alright, before we leave the England versus Italy match, I would like us to take a look at the countries that England will be facing going forward in the Group B they are in currently. Now, they will play in the second tier of the UEFA Nations League for the first time when the competition returns in 2024-2025. Now, the Three Lions have had a dreadful 2022-2023 campaign, failing to win any of their first 5 games, including a heavy 4-home defeat to Hungary, and cannot now catch third place Germany, even with 1 more game against them still left to play. Now, the likes of Spain, Portugal, Italy, Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium are all definitely staying in League A, with France also set to secure their top flight status on March the 6th. It will therefore be a very different type of opponent facing England next time, including some potentially long and challenging away trips. England are the only team assured of their relegation from League A at this stage, but Wales, Austria, and either Switzerland or Czech Republic could be joining them in League B. Now, things in League B are also still to be fully decided, but there is a good chance that Ukraine, Republic of Ireland, Iceland, Albania, Finland, Serbia, and Sweden will be staying there. Now, Scotland, Norway, and Israel all currently lead Group B and are therefore favorites for promotion. Okay, so at this point, Bosnia are already promoted, but yet they could be overtaken. Now, Russia, who were disqualified from this campaign, are the only confirmed relegation nation. Of course, we know why that is happening to Russia at this point. That also puts Armenia, Romania, and Slovenia still on the table for now. Okay, Trent Alexander-Arnold has not been a regular choice for Gareth Southgate, in his recent outings. But then Graham Souness has urged England boss to pick him. Yeah, they're talking about the Liverpool star despite defensive flaws. After that last outing against Italy, people came up that had it been Arnold was there, it would have been a different ball game altogether because he's good in long passes, unlike Rhys James and all of that. So and now this guy has also come up to support that claim that Southgate should pick him going forward. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, to start with, Arnold is even out of the squad to face Germany.
Yes.
Yes, Arnold is. That is where I bring Southgate's tactics to question. My saying that he should be shown the door is not to portray my hatred for him.
Yes.
But it's to show that to bring out the fact that he lacks this tactical ability to bring the boys together.
Yeah, right.
If you have a opponent that are choking the midfield, you don't need people like Rhys James again. You bring in people like Arnold that are good in long passes.
Long passes.
So if this opponent are choking midfield, what you need now is long passes.
Yes. Someone that can pass the ball across to the next player.
Give counter passes. Then you deploy players that are good in football control and speed. So when these long passes drop, they will pick it and do the needful. So you don't bring people and you feel these people have made name in their club and you leave them there.
Yeah.
So I doubt his tactical ability.
Well, I think it's already sad that Arnold is not in the team at this point. But then I think I will have to go with what the system said, that no matter what, Southgate should think twice. He really should think twice and see how he can bring in Arnold in a situation like you mentioned where the midfield is being choked, that you can't make any passes. Somebody with such ability should be brought in. All right, away from England versus Italy, Van Dijk's header powers Netherlands past Belgium. Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk tore home a header in the second half as Netherlands ran out winners against Belgium to secure a place in the next summer's UEFA Nations League finals. The defender was on target in the 73rd minute for his side at the Johan Cruyff Arena on Sunday. In the reverse fixture, the Dutch had also defeated the Belgians 4-1 and needed to make certain of their progress with a victory on Sunday. Louis van Gaal's side ended their campaign unbeaten with 6 points clear of Belgium. Belgium manager Roberto Martinez remarked the loss as a needed wake-up call for his team. All right, talking about this Belgium match, I could remember when Louis van Gaal was his health challenge came up in the public, and I could remember this Van Dijk talking. I heard something. I read the news about Van Dijk promising him that he's going to help him, take him to the World Cup and do some magic for him. I think this is beginning to play out between this match with Belgium and Netherlands. You know, with the squad Belgium has, talk about Lukaku, we talk about Eden Hazard and a whole host of other big players. I never saw Belgium coming to win. I never saw Netherlands coming to win that match against Belgium. Were you surprised at that result?
Yeah, I think the Nations Cup is bringing us
so much surprises.
Surprises, and it's the mighty now are falling, although not falling to the weaker, but also the mighty. So the football world now is taking a different turn.
Dimension.
Yeah, it's really something to worry about. So it was just a surprise to the Belgian team, and they have to take it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to agree with what you said. A lot of surprises are coming up. Yes. The world is really, in the world of football, the big names are really being surprised because the reigning UEFA Nations League champion, France, were overpowered on Sunday by Denmark, succumbing to a 2-0 defeat. Kasper Dolberg opened scoring for the hosts in the 33rd minute before Andrei Skov doubled their lead just 6 minutes later. France had chances to score but could not convert. However, they were outplayed by the Danish, who pulled off their second victory over the Les Blues this year. With Croatia defeating Austria 3-1, France are safe from relegation despite their loss. Croatia advanced to the Nations League finals, while Austria are relegated to League B. Denmark and France will meet at the World Cup, facing one another in the second group game on November 26th. Isaac, what do you have to say about this France and Denmark match? Because I never thought a team like France could lose to Denmark. You know, a team that has the big Benz, a team that has Paul Pogba, a team that has Kante, a team that has almost. What are we saying? Kylian Mbappe is in France, and Kylian Mbappe is one of the best players currently in the world. And then they are losing not just 1-0 or even a drawing the match, but 2-0 to Denmark. That was a big shock to me. Seriously.
Yeah.
It was a big shock to me.
Yeah, of course it is for everybody. That's the surprise, one of the surprises
you talked about.
Yeah, the Nation Cup has brought. So you can see nations like Croatia, Denmark, France, Austria
coming out from nowhere to silence everybody.
Being paired in a group, and you of all football nations, you see Croatia coming up to the top, Denmark the second, France third, and Austria being relegated. So you can see that the football world has taken a different dimension. It's no more about the big name, it's about the teamwork, the coordination.
Right.
And we saw that in the Croatia.
And the skills.
The strength. They are well coordinated. The Denmark, they don't have any big name to point at and say, okay, we are building all our practice on this
one.
So you see the likes of France, they have, when Mbappe is on pitch, anything any coach would do would just to build a team and put it all on Mbappe.
Yes.
If you have the ball from the midfield, the next person you have to watch out for is Mbappe.
Yes.
So there is nothing like teamwork amongst them.
Yeah.
They just play to make these stars shine. So it's no surprise because football is a teamwork.
With what I'm seeing now, I think the World Cup is going to reveal the most shocking news, because this one that UEFA Nations League is giving us now, I think, is just a tip of an iceberg. With what is happening now, literally all these small countries coming up to stand against the big names, the World Cup is going to be an interesting one.
Of course.
All right, so moving forward, as it stands, Kylian Mbappe and Erling Halaand are deemed to be the future stars of world football. The question of who is better between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo has been the hottest topic of debate among fans in the world of football for close to 2 decades. The two legends boast of incredible statistics in both club and international football and are still going in their mid-30s. Among the younger crop of players, there are quite a few names who have already established themselves as stars. Amongst them, the two most promising ones are France's Kylian Mbappe and Norway's Erling Halaand. Both the young players have been in scintillating form in the past 2 seasons and look to be sports' next big things. While Mbappe netted 42 goals for PSG in the 2020-2021 season, Haaland scored 44 goals for Dortmund. It is safe to say that Mbappe and Haaland are currently competing to establish themselves as the future superstar of world football. Coming to this season, Haaland already has 26 goals in 21 Champions League games and 13 goals as a Man City player in 1 month. Now, Mbappe on his part currently has 10 goals in 9 matches. So a few weeks ago, former Arsenal player Thierry Henry made a comparison between Haaland and Mbappe. In his words, Mbappe can both create and finish, but Haaland only finishes. He doesn't create. Now on his part, Paul Scholes suggested also that Kylian Mbappe is a better player than Erling Haaland. He said that Mbappe has the edge over Haaland that will see him become the world's best player in future. Now, Isaac, looking at these two players, personally, I'm happy that this topic really came up, because like we saw here for 2 decades, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have dominated the world of football. It's either this one is winning the Ballon d'Or or this one is winning. It's at a point it became like it's their birthrights. But then this time around, we are seeing the coming up of the emergence of different world superstars in the person of Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland coming up to compete who takes the lead today or tomorrow. Now, looking at these two, how can you analyze their performances so far? Do you agree with what Thierry Henry and Paul Scholes said about Mbappe being able to create and finish, while Haaland can only finish and not create? What can you say about that?
Yeah, if you talk about individual performance,
okay,
I see Mbappe going ahead of Haaland.
Okay.
But football is about winning matches,
Trophies.
winning games. And if Haaland is paired with is fielded in a team that has better midfield, just like the way he is now in Man City. You see that he will do more than or better than Mbappe.
Yes.
Yeah, Mbappe. Why Haaland can position well. Haaland can take risk in scoring goals, but Mbappe, on the other hand, he can dribble. Yes. He can ride from the midfield to the finishing line. So their current performance, I see Haaland being paired with a good midfielder. He's doing better than Mbappe.
Okay.
Because football is about scoring goals and winning matches.
Yes.
So for the fact that he's scoring and he's winning matches, I see him doing well and better than Mbappe.
Oh, wow.
Mbappe, there is some element of selfishness in his kind of play. So if he reduces some of this, he will do good.
Okay, I wouldn't say I'm going to make a preference out of these two or that I'm going to sit on the fence. But the thing is, just like Isaac said, I think Mbappe really needs to work on his personal lifestyle, his personality. Yeah. You really need to work on that because, believe it or not, some of these things can affect your performance going forward. All right, away from football, it is no longer news that Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, wants to fight Anthony Joshua. The news now is that Anthony Joshua has made it clear he would sign the contract for a bout against Tyson Fury on December 3rd. I will bring you the details of this story after this break. Please stay with us.
The game of polo, it's my life. Polo is good. So I just started and I'm still learning the basics. But I hope to be a pro in this game and God being by my side, I know everything will be fine. I started 4 months ago. I started stick and ball 4 months ago, though I attended the riding course in Pakistan. I've learned the riding basics, but the game of polo 4 months ago, I started stick and ball. Every day we mount on the horse, we pray. And once we come down, as you can see, I was about ending and I fell from the horse. It's a normal thing. In horse riding, if you don't fall, you've not started yet. So you need to train. You can see I'm sweating, I'm eating banana, it's part of it. You must train, you must eat well, and you must learn properly. I've chosen polo to be my own sport, and I've always looked up to people like General Kazir Fire, General MSA Aliu, Colonel Waibello, and General Laka. A few of them, I've looked up to these people. These are great polo players, and they've always encouraged me to play the game of polo.
Welcome back. Glad to know you are still here with us. The Battle of British Clash seemed to be at risk of a collapse after Fury issued a Monday deadline for an agreement to be signed, but AJ's promoter Eddie Hearn ruled out such swift action. That raised concerns that the fiercely anticipated bout could fall through, with Fury threatening to walk away and fight someone else. Joshua has now moved to calm such fears in a video posted on social media expressing his intent to sign the agreement. According to him, I have been signing contracts for years. It ain't in my hands. It is with the legal team. That's why you hire lawyers. You know the history of boxing. Make sure you get your legal terms right. That's why you have good management and good lawyers. Of course, I'm going to sign the contract. It's just with some lawyers at the minute. Now, a fight between Fury and Joshua would likely set the heavyweight scene for 2023, with the winner then poised to face off against Alexander Usyk in an unification bout. Now, Isaac, would you advise AJ to sign the deadline? Remember that since AJ got this invitation from Tyson Fury after losing to Alexander Usyk the second time, a lot of Nigerians have really shown their concern, stating that he shouldn't try fighting the Gypsy King. But it seems AJ has got some guts in his pockets. He really wants to fight the Gypsy King. So would you advise him to go ahead with this match?
Yeah, I think he's at the verge of doing that. He had agreed, the body language seems he had agreed to fight Fury already.
Okay.
And he knows where he's getting his guts. And he's the one to be
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, he's the one to be fielded against Fury. So you don't aim to be a champion and be scared of fighting a champion.
Wow.
So for you to be a champion, you need
have
to
to
fight
fight
a
a champion.
champion.
Beautiful.
So it's something, if he wins this fight with Fury, is something that will be of a very big advantage.
It's going to be
career.
history.
Yes,
so historic. Like,
so you don't have to fear your run from your fears.
Your fears.
You have to face it and grab it. So it's an opportunity for him to win big or to make a name. If he loses to Fury, it will not really maybe paint him to be a weakling or someone who doesn't know how to fight. It will still add to his credit that,
of course, I did this, I dared to.
So you have to dare for you to be recognized. So it's something I agree with him. If his gods had wished he should fight, he should do it.
Okay. I really love the fact that AJ is trying to build his confidence back, because like he said, whether he wins or lose, that is him trying to build his confidence. I've seen a lot of people say, he shouldn't try this, so this will ruin the remaining reputation and all of that, but then they forget that this is how he rose to stardom, from fighting one star to the next, to champion to the next one, till he became the world heavyweight champion. Well, AJ, we really wish you all the best. You're our own, and we are wishing you nothing but the best. And that's how we are ending the show on this week's episode of Sports Zone on Viewer Television. Isaac, it's always a pleasure having you around.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming. I always enjoy your presence, seriously.
Yes, of course, you always have me.
All right, guys, remember that the Premier League returns on Saturday. Make sure to catch all the activities. My name is Uchenna Eze. Enjoy the rest of your week.